homies. We are making it. What a great effort. Oh, had a great day, really reminding myself specifically what I never know I'm capable of, you know? A lot of times people will say you gotta remind yourself of what you can really do, you know, what your capabilities are, and it's like sometimes I gotta remind myself that I don't know shit. The only thing that I know is I gotta try my damned hardest. The day was very, very slow because you're gonna have these moments, no matter how much you think you got your shit figured out, where you wake up super comfortable, zero thoughts about getting up and moving type shit, and you just kind of take the day to do nothing, which, you know, give yourself some inches to run miles with every now and then. You know, give yourself some time off if you need it, but on days where you just want it or just quote unquote don't feel like doing anything, it's good to give yourself some little victories to work toward. Because what I mean is, you know, I didn't have anything to do today. I go back to work tomorrow, which I'm really excited for. I've been wanting to get productive again and get back in some good shape when it comes to my schedule. Just getting back into the workplace type shit. I like my job and I like my people, and I want to make sure I have that consistency when it comes to my productivity and progression. So while I'm not doing anything right now, I don't want to spend too much of my time off worrying about work, because I'm supposed to be recovering right now. I'm supposed to be taking the time I need to digest the shit of life, you know, since my dad passed. And I took that a little. Today was, I think, the day that I needed to really see that it's time to start moving, you know, because I think the biggest thing about it is that, you know, for example, I was talking to the homie today, the guy who was spotting me on bench. Great guy, met him more recently, want to get to know him better. And I don't know how to talk about my dad yet without it being weird, so I kind of just bombshell the information because I don't know how to. I don't want to make it this hyped up thing. I just want to be like, yeah, my dad died. Shit happened. I think it'll make me feel better being able to talk about it a little bit more openly. And he's saying, like, I can't imagine, you know, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. I wouldn't be in here. And I'm like, we both know that's bullshit. You would be in here because this is where we feel better, you know? There comes a point where you have to get back up, you know? You've got to give yourself a reason. You got to feel shit long enough to want to get back up, you know? I've you know, I'm glad I took the time this week. I got to digest what happened and do the best that I can. Not okay, but I'm doing good. But how long are you going to sit around just staring at the walls doing jack shit all day, feeling your feelings until you decide to get back up, you know? Feel the feelings as they come. A lot of times the waves are going to come when you can't really control it or expect it. That's at least my experience so far. I have a great day, and then I go to I'm going to go sit in my house right after this, and I might just cry. I don't know. My brain's hurt. But the biggest thing is making sure that I get back up while I've got the energy to do it, you know? You never know how long the good times are going to last, the good strides in your life. So you got to really make sure you prioritize and, you know, jump on that wagon so that you actually know that you use as much of the good times as you could while they were there. Because you got to make sure you're moving just enough through the goods and the bads, but especially take advantage of the goods, you know? Don't let that shit go to waste while you got it, as long as you feel up to it. So, mainly, I spent so long today thinking about, you know, my excitement, but also my impatience to move and meet new people, be in a new environment where I know I'm going to succeed more and all this yada, yada, yada. And the whole time I'm hyping up this move and getting in a new environment, I'm reminding myself that I'm thinking in the future. I'm not taking in the present moment as I should be, you know? I'm not fully living in the current moment, right? And while I may not be able to succeed the way I want to just yet in this environment, I've got to give myself those little things to look forward to every day to succeed, even though I've got my shit figured out. I got to give myself those little bumps throughout the days before I move to make sure that I succeed as best as I can while I'm here. Because if I just sit around waiting for the future, by the time the future gets there, I'm going to be still thinking about the future and nothing's going to be good enough, I got to be content and happy with what I got now. I spent a lot of today thinking about how it's been tough to make friends where I'm at now, because I quite frankly just got comfortable. I spent a lot of my time when I first got here to Alabama, meeting as many people as I can, getting out, doing the thing that I did when I first got to college, just going out as much as I can, meeting people, inviting them back to the house, making my friend groups. That's a choice. You got to put yourself out there. And because I've got my people and I'm comfortable and I'm also leaving in some months, it's hard to make myself put in that same effort. But I still have to hold myself accountable, because if I'm not feeling great about my daily life and I'm not feeling the best, I still need to put myself out there. It doesn't matter how long the relationship's going to last, because you've got to really take advantage of the time you have while you got it, So that's why I'm glad I got to get to know the homie I was hanging out with today a lot more. He really shot the shit with me a ton today, and he's somebody I can see myself going, come back to the house, let's go get lunch, stuff like that. It's stuff I used to do every single day because I was just so adamant about not being antisocial anymore when I first got to college. And so that's part of the reason why I'm so thankful for the gym, because you get in there and it always, as long as you're giving it your best foot forward, it always reminds you of those basic lessons you've already learned about how to make yourself happy again, how to get yourself back out there, because you know how to do it. You do. Even if you're telling yourself you don't, you do know how to get yourself back out there and be happy. You just got to make those steps. Do whatever you got to do to really commit to what you're saying you want to do or thinking that you want to do. So, met the homie today. Like I said, I want to have little victories throughout the day so that even though I don't need more social time right now, or it'll come as it goes, I need to make sure that while I'm getting good me time, I need to make sure that during that me time, I still have those little things to look forward to. It could be as simple as walking my dog, doing the laundry, doing the dishes, cleaning the house. Because that shit seems stupid, but giving yourself those little... People view them as chores, but giving yourself those little things that really don't take that long, that will make you feel productive and progressive and better before you give yourself that time to just vibe and veg by yourself. It makes a big difference in your day, I feel. Spread it out as you want, but make sure that you hold yourself accountable and just do the little things. I want to start waking up at 7 instead of 8 before work. I already wake up early anyway, and I'd love to get up and just walk my dog. He wants to go outside more. I'm not around a lot. I want to go walk my dog. I want to do my laundry and actually put it away and not just have a basket full of clean clothes sitting in my room for 2 months. I want to sweep the house. I want to get shit done that I can get on top of and be happy with, instead of living in a messier, not as organized environment, because that's going to be what makes me feel productive to tackle the rest of my day. The important shit, my work, my gym, my homie time as it comes. Because I hang out with people all the time. I call people all the time. Compared to most, I think I'm a very social person. And yet I still feel like I'm not spending my time as wisely as I want to, or as fulfilling as I want it to be. So it's not that I'm not getting enough out of my daily life. It's that and especially with, the stuff with my dad this past week, I'm sure I'm thinking a lot more than I need to. I'm overthinking a good bit, but I still need to take that time to do the things that I want to do that make me feel better, because you gotta make a step at some point, Again, how long are you gonna wait till you feel better? One of my old family friends hit me up today. Dad of my old friend, that I don't really talk to anymore, but he's still a great guy and love him to death. And he hit me up. He was like, "Hey, just checking on you, but let's get up, let's start getting our shit together, just moving forward with life. Let's get it going. Stay motivated." And a lot of people are going to see that as overreaching, overbearing, overwhelming. I need to hear that shit, man. I need to get my ass up. I need to get moving again. I'm still being productive in everything, yeah, but I need to start aspiring for more, like I used to do, you know? It's been tough since what happened, and, you know, this whole year's been tough, you know? I if you've been here long enough, you know I had a whole roommate situation with some people I grew up with, and didn't go well. Ended up with some not great interactions at the end. I asked myself, I still really can't understand how they could justify, like, a literal manic episode, but whatever the fuck happened, I love where I've gotten to, but it's still been rough. I think that's a big part of why I want to move. The main reason for me coming here was to live with them, and with that gone, and I can't go back to college, and I can't do much here, I feel like I'm a sitting duck waiting for life to happen instead of chasing life. So, gotta get my shit going, you know? When it comes to the weights, killed it. Fucking killed it. You never know what you are capable of. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the video. You don't fucking know. I came in feeling like shit from the day of doing nothing. And man, the moment I just got going, you know, I made myself talk to the homie, had a great conversation, got amped up, and used his positivity to amp myself up, while also giving him some positivity back to also amp myself up some more. You know, it's that back and forth give and take between just some raw positivity, because it fucking works. I told him, I was like, I'm gonna amp you up today, and I'm gonna hit this shit with you. You know, let's do it. First fucking try, 275. Man, I don't remember the last time that happened. That's fucking awesome on a day where I don't feel that good. I'm telling you, the next day that my snatch, back squat, bench press day happens, and I feel like actually apt to go like heavy, it's gonna be a crazy day. I'm so excited to put 295 on snatch. It's going to be stupid. 295 snatch, 365 clean and jerk are happening. Shit, I haven't been thinking about it. Tomorrow's rest day. Next time I come in is a heavy snatch, clean and jerk day. I'm not really worried about the snatch. Whatever happens, because that's been growing a lot lately on its own. God, I would love to put the 25 on clean and jerk. That'd be fucking nuts. But yeah. Amazing lifting. You can't really tell. I'm pretty sure I can't, in the moment, I don't really feel it. It may have been shoulder movement, but there was a slight elbow wobble potential press on the left side that you can't see behind my head, but damn it moved well, and I stuck it fucking well. Back squat, 455 felt janky as shit. My diaphragm still feels a bit strained from the 425 front squat yesterday. But the moment I did 475, because I knew I had at least one more in me, really contracted my diaphragm, held my back as tight as I could, really stuck to the technique and took my time. The moment I hit that, I knew I could do 5 plates today and crushed that out of the water. If I felt more confident in my diaphragm and my CNS, I would have put 525 on, but that's going to be for a day where I'm actually feeling up to doing it. Again, I haven't benched in over a week because of me being out of town and everything, taking my time. 365 coming off doing no bench. That's pretty fucking sick. And it moved damn well. So 385 will come soon. I gotta have like a solid couple weeks where I don't actually miss the fucking gym like this past time period has been. But physically, easily gotta give it a really, really good 9.4. So that seems about right. It really wasn't perfect by any means. Like, everything was tired, but the technique really fucking carried me. Really shone through. And the technique's gotten to the point where I can, like, really hold my core and my CNS really well, my posterior chain from breaking. And if I can focus on that first, prioritize that in the lifting, I can go such a long way when it comes to the rest of the lift. Mentally, if you asked me 3 hours ago before I went to the gym how I was feeling, it'd be a 7-something. Shit. But like I said, the gym reminds you of what little victories you need to give yourself in the day to get your shit moving. Because the gym felt fucking wonderful. So if I can just give myself those little things to look forward to in the day in my personal alone time life, we're going to be chilling. I think because when I was in college, I was always so busy doing so much shit back and forth, I never had to worry about it. And again, me going back to work is going to be good because of that reason, you know? It'll give me that good passion busyness that I need. Surrounded by good people as well. So now, mentally, 9.45, just barely above. because I really got my shit together. That ability to persevere when I feel like shit, that's what made the mood different today. But I had to really fucking fight for it. But proud either way. Making some great progress. Like I said, rest day tomorrow, and then we'll be back for another heavy snatch, clean, and jerk little mini comp day. I want to make some progress, man. I'm excited to hit some new weights. Everything feels like it's getting primed all over again, you know? I'm matching my old PRs like it's nothing with no prior training. I have no risk of injury. My knee felt a little wobbly today. Still no pain. We locked it in. Feel fine now. Great, you know? I'm doing beautifully. Just got to really start taking some strides. I'm fucking excited. I want to get 295 on snatch, 365 clean and jerk, 435 front squat, 525 squat, and 385 bench. Those are the big goal weights right now. Whenever they happen, they happen. I'm not going to bank on it. They come at their own pace, but damn it, I got some dreams right now. Some good aspirations. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Let me know how the lives and lists been going. Love hearing about it, and I love you guys. Appreciate y'all hanging. See you later. Bye.